lots to be doing. We still can't sit and enjoy a cup of tea leisurely without thinking there's not a job to be done. I can still enjoy a cup of tea down here, but I'm still at that stage where if I sat, I'll be like, oh, that needs doing. Why am I sat down? I need to crack on. So yeah, I need to plant my garlic, and then what else I'm going to do is hopefully get rid of this bed, quickly saw this bed in half, and put some bark down. I do that first actually, because this is an eyesore when I come. I've used my water butt whilst I'm not using it. I've used it to try and give a little forcing of some rhubarb going. Forcing rhubarb you can't do every year, you have to skip a year, so I've not actually forced this rhubarb yet, so thought let's give it a go, see how that goes, because it's only just collecting dust in the shed whilst summer gets going. So I'm a bit late to harvesting, to planting up the garlic, but I've got these ones here. I've got the labels already, and I'm going to pop them in this bed here that's had a good cardboard and leaf mulch down, so hopefully underneath there should be a lot of suppressed weeds. So when I come down to the allotment, I normally like to bring my Labrador, but she is an escapee. She is the Labrador of Azkaban, so she will get out of anything. So we've got I would say she'd definitely get out of that gap at the bottom. So what I've been thinking is how to store my canes is I'm gonna hook them across there, and hopefully that's another level of protection for Miss Labrador. So today's job is, I've got this metal fencing, and what I'm hoping to do is make an arch of pumpkins or of anything that I want to grow. So here we go, hopefully before and after. And here we have the finished piece. and I saved these seeds from last year or the year before, I think it was actually. Some bean, I think these are runner bean ones. Now my husband hates runner beans now because I had that much of a produce, a harvest from the runner beans, that we were like so inundated with them. He's completely bored of them now, but I still love them. Love the fact that I've grown them. And most days is I grow so much that sometimes I don't even end up growing it. I just gift them to people, and then they either probably bin them, hate them, or I don't know if they'll actually grow. I know my mum, every plant I take to her, she will actually grow or kill off. She won't actually bin it, but my sister-in-law, she's the real tester. Give her some foxgloves, and if you're watching this, I hope they've been planted up, because if not, our garden would have loved those foxgloves. So yeah, so we're just planting out some beans. Now I'm doing one seed per module here. It's always best to think of it like however big your seed is how big the cell needs to be, the plant pot. So because these are quite big seeds, they're going to need a big pot, because the roots are going to get big quick. Whereas you've got those little ones, those tiny little seeds, I would just scatter them on the top of a little plant pot and see what pops up. So yes. So I thought I'd give you a visual example of what chitting potatoes correctly looks like. These are the correct way, or well, a good way should I say. They're in a sunny indirect sunlight in an egg box, whereas these, which you're probably used to seeing if you have in your kitchen, some leggy seeded potatoes that have gone over really. You can see the difference here. So to avoid that, these have been in a cupboard, whereas we don't want that. So to avoid that, we want them in a sunny window, getting these nice purple roots. We don't want the white ones. White ones mean they've gone too quickly, and then they've got too much energy there, whereas we want all that energy in a good strong root. But yeah, they're all chitting away nicely. So today's job is one of moving what I had my flowers into the flower bed. I'm hoping to move to a different bed. Reason being is it was a really big bed that I could actually grow more vegetables and different things in, so I'd rather have a smaller flower bed and a bigger vegetable growing bed. And equally as well, the bed that I want to move it to is at the entrance of my allotment, so I feel like it's a more of a greeting, welcome, nice lovely flowers to welcome you in. So this is the bed that we're going to tackle. It has been my dumping ground bed for a while, so I'm just going to move these bags across, and then this is the flower bed that I'm going to move here. As you can see, it's a lot bigger, its square footage, than it is of this one here. So I've also got a pest of horseradish in this bed that I'm constantly picking out. Someone gave me some horseradish, and I did not know the pest of a root. It just grows and grows and grows, and you can keep picking it up and it'll just still somehow grow. One of my allotment neighbours, he's a lawn maintenance man, and he deals with a lot of chemicals of weed killers that you probably can't buy at the supermarket, and he's tried his weed killer on this horseradish, and it didn't work. That's how bad it is. So note, if you're ever growing horseradish, always grow it in a plant pot. Yes, so hopefully I'm going to dig up some of that and actually put it in a plant pot, because I do actually really want to use horseradish, but I don't want to keep digging it up in the ground. Anyway, enough waffling, let's get to clearing this, because also I want to tackle this bed today, see if I can get rid of the weeds on there, and then we should be in a good state for planting out. bringing them into the greenhouse to dry out because it's a wet day today, so it's not helped that I've picked them on a wet day for a secret project from one plant, which I'm really impressed with. Oh, are we ready for the I'm dreading this one because this used to be grass, and look, it's come back. And grass when it's wet. Why am I doing this to myself? That's probably good to note, is never de-weed or dig a bed when it's been raining, because the soil is just going to be so clayey and you would rather dig up things when they're dry. But I'm here, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I need to put these in the bed first, I forgot to tell you. So I've moved the ones from the flower bed, here they are, and now I just need to decide where I'm going to put which ones. I'm thinking I want something perennial here so I can cut and bring it up again, whereas I think the corners probably need something to be there all the time. This one is a something marshmallow, I can't think what it's called now, but it gets really tall. I did prune this before winter, and as you can see it's just a bit wild. And then I have got a poppy here which I'm thinking I might be able to divide and maybe scatter that around here, make the poppy theme throughout, and a rogue allium in there. Oh, and I don't know what these are as well. These could be alliums too, but they're definitely not garlic and they're definitely not onions, so part of the allium family, I'm guessing. So I'm just going to plant those and see what happens. But yeah, we need to plant that up and de-weed that.